And with that, it is time for Game 37 of the San Luis Obispo Blues 75th Anniversary 2021 season. Hi again, everybody. I'm Zach Epperson. Couldn't be happier to have you along with us, alongside statistician Max Lober. We are on the road in Compton. We are at the MLB Youth Academy in SoCal. After playing in TO last night, the Blues shacked up in a hotel in Long Beach, not far from here, able to get up nice, bright and early for this 1 p.m. start here on a Sunday afternoon, and we're happy you're spending it watching Blues baseball with us here on the Blues Streaming Network. Blues come into play with their record of 22-14. They are coming off of a 1-0 loss last night to the Oaks, and the Blues were shut out for the second time this season and held to just 4 hits. With just 6 games left, they'll look to get back on track against a Barons team that struggled to win ball games. But if you've watched our games earlier this week, you'll see that the Barons have put together solid efforts against the Blues. Well, you'll say, Zach, the last game, the Blues won by 7 runs. But you have to remember, in the 6th inning, it was tied 4-4. Blues have won all 3 meetings coming into this one against the Barons. They're third in the CCL South at 12-12. That's their conference record. They're 1 game behind Arroyo Seco, who's in second right now, but technically first because, again, Santa Barbara will not be going to Lincoln. Right now, if the season was to end, the Blues would make the playoffs. Here's how the Blues line up today. Ryan Cermak leads things off and plays center field, followed by TJ Clarkson batting second and playing first base. Vince Martinez batting third will DH. Tate Samuelson playing third base and batting cleanup. Day off for Mason Grotto. AJ Esperanza is going to bat 5th and do the catching. Austin Kretschmar is 2nd. Justin Trimble in right. Thomas Trinka bats 8th and plays left field. And Ryan Fenn, who we haven't seen in a while, he's in the 9-hole and playing shortstop. They'll have Kyle Wish on the mound, and they will face Jorge Arellano of the Barons. And for Jorge, this will be his 6th start, 8th appearance overall, 0-2 record, 6.98 ERA. 19 1/3 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, 22 hits, and 16 walks. Last pitched on the 20th against the Saints, went 4 full innings on 3 earned runs and 5 hits. Arellano warming up to face a Blues lineup. I put together 11 runs against mainly a Barons bullpen. We have to remember that both Barons starters were solid, as the Blues were in their last 2 matchups against MLB Academy.
Leading off for the Blues, number 21, Ryan Cermak.
Here is Ryan Cermak. Arellano stands in lefty on righty to get us started here at MLB Youth Academy in Compton, California. It's the second time we've been here. Arellano to the plate with strike 1. On the count to Cermak, who in his first at-bat back against the Barons hit a leadoff home run. On the second pitch he saw, he'll take that second pitch high, check his swing, and take ball 1. Count even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Arellano, third pitch, swung on and missed. Foul tipped, excuse me. It's 1-2. There we go. Our camera looks much better now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's fouled off. Count's still 1-2 as we're just underway in the top of the first here at MLB Youth Academy. Sunday afternoon baseball on the Blues Streaming Network, Game 37. This is our last road game. And then we'll be home for 5 in a row to wrap up our regular season and hopefully make a trip when it's all said and done up to Lincoln. 1-2 pitch. That's popped up. Shallow left. Jordan Williams is under it. 1 gone. bringing TJ Clarkson to the plate.
Trey Clarkson.
First baseman. So Cermak flies out to shallow left. 1 out in the top of the first. Clarkson to the plate with no one on. Lefty on lefty. Ariano to the plate. For Ariano, coming off of a 3 earned run performance against the Saints previously, was coming off of a tougher outing at the Riptide. Barons lose by 1 run, no 1 pitch. And misses ball 1, gave up 6 earned, and that was a season high for him, along with a season high in hits allowed with 8. 1 ball and 1 strike to Clarkson. High ball 2. In what is now his 6th start, he's only got 17 strikeouts, so not a big swing and miss guy. The season high is 4 for Ariano. That came on the 20th against the Foresters in a 10-run loss. 2 balls and 1 strike. Count even. Clarkson takes the breaking ball. Count even at 2-2. 1 gone in the top of the first. Just underway. Grounded to first. And McDowell will tap the bag unassisted. There's 2 gone for Vince Martinez. Vince did not start yesterday, had the day off. Vince did come in to pinch hit in the top of the 9th as the Blues were down 1-0. And with whoever was at the plate, we're bringing the tying run to the plate, obviously. Martinez coming in, hit a slow roller down the left field line that the Oaks expected to go foul, but it hit the third base bag, and he was aboard with a single, taking ball 1. So he was the tying run on first, and then it was Tate Samuelson, who follows him in the lineup today. Ended up being the final out. 1-0 the final. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 gone, top of the first. Foul tipped into the glove of Webb, and it's 1-1. For Martinez, the average at 288. Coming into play today. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one slapped foul to the right side, and it's 1-2. Martinez, of his 17 hits as a Blue, 5 are of the extra base variety, a homer, a triple, and 3 doubles. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ariano comes set, shakes off the first sign, now deals. Breaking ball in there, strike 3 called. Beautiful pitch. And he froze Martinez. It's a 1-2-3, top of the first for Jorge Ariano, and he gets himself a strikeout. Much earlier than we saw a strikeout take place from Oaks pitching yesterday. If you were with us, you saw Chris Torres go through 6 full innings against the Blues lineup. Only allowed 2 hits and 6 men to reach overall. He walked 4 Blues. He did not strike anyone out. Ariano strikes out Martinez looking. It's a 1-2-3, top of the first for him. We'll head to the bottom of the first, and Kyle Wish will take the mound for the Blues.
And it seems nobody's interested in learning but the teacher.
Wish, the sophomore at USC, 6'4" right-hander out of Clarendon Hills, Illinois. 2.0 ERA. That's actually tops in the CCL. This is his 4th start, his 10th appearance. 27 full innings pitched for Kyle, coming off of a 4-inning, 2 earned run, 4-hit performance where he also walked 4 men and struck out 3. That was back on the 20th against the Riptide. He's pitching on 4 days rest, and we don't expect Kyle to go too long today. He'll face a Barons lineup that goes like this. Kamayu Neighbors, leads things off and plays second base, followed by Jordan Williams, the left fielder. Alec Gonzalez bats third. He's the third baseman. Darian McDowell bats cleanup, the first baseman. Asa Williams bats fifth. He's the DH. Christian Webb doing the catching. Chase Call in right field. Julian Boyd, the center fielder. And Alex Rodriguez. No, not that Alex Rodriguez. He bats ninth and plays shortstop. Versus Kamayu Neighbors. Kamayu Neighbors stands in. Bottom of the first, no score. 1, 2, 3. Top of the first for Ariano, and now it's Wish's turn in the home half. Swinging and missing through strike one is ahead on Neighbors. Ball one count even. Neighbors out of the leadoff spot, has the ability to get on and steal several bags. Saw him do that in the last matchup against the Barons. He'll flare that one out to left, and it'll drop for a base hit. Neighbors is aboard with the leadoff single.
Now batting number 26, Jordan Williams.
Here's Jordan Williams, CCL All-Star. Average at 215 coming into play. Stands in with Neighbors aboard with a leadoff single. He'll show bunt, pull away, and take strike one. Neighbors aboard with his leadoff hit. He's actually second in the team in average. That's only gone up now as he's 1 for 1. Obviously a threat to steal. Only 4 stolen bags on the year, but this is only his 13th game. Throw over to first. Checks on him. What we saw in the last matchup against the Barons on the 23rd, Neighbors laid down a bunt, slid into first, tried to get himself aboard with a bunt single. Was called out by an inch. Safe at first now. And Williams swings and misses. 0-2. Wish pitching on 4 days rest. Throw over to first, checks on Neighbors. His last time, so last pitched on the 20th. Prior to that, he pitched on the 16th. Was pitching on 3 days rest. Only went 2 innings, however. Came in relief, only gave up a hit. Was excellent in his 2 innings in what would be a loss to the Saints. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Neighbors takes off for second. It's fouled off by Williams, and Neighbors will head back into first. Wish had his season high in walks last time out. 4 innings against the Riptide. Walked 4 men. Leadoff man aboard. It's Kamayu Neighbors. 0-2 is the count to Williams. No outs. Bottom of the first. Breaking ball. Just misses and taken for ball 1. No score as the Barons get the first hit and base runner. It's Neighbors on first. Has already taken off for second once, but Williams fouled the pitch off, and so he's safe at first still. 1 ball and 2 strikes. They count to Jordan Williams. Throw over to first, checks on Neighbors, still safe. One, 2. Inside, and it hit him. So back-to-back Barons reach. Neighbors with the leadoff single. Williams is hit by a pitch, and that'll bring their leader in batting average, Alec Gonzalez, to the plate with ducks on the pond and no outs in the bottom of the first. Gonzalez tied for the team lead in RBIs with 14. A chance to do early damage here as the Barons threaten with men on first and second and no outs in the bottom of the first. Still a scoreless ball game. Wish shimmies the shoulders a bit and delivers a breaking pitch that misses for ball one. Dug out of the dirt by Esperanza. The Barons have scored first in a matchup against the Blues this season. They actually did back on the 23rd. Scored the first two and would lead 2-0. One ball, no strikes to Gonzalez. Men on first and second, no outs, bottom of the first. Wish checks second. That's fouled off, and the count's even at 1-1. Wish with the ERA at 2. As time is momentarily called. CCL All-Star Kyle Wish. Last time he was here was pitching in the showcase game back on the 14th. 1 ball and 1 strike. In there. Beautiful breaking pitch, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Gonzalez. No outs, bottom of the first. Barons threatening early. That one falls off a table, and it's 2-2. Count even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 men on. Wish steps off. So as mentioned, the Barons plated 2 in the top of the first. Last matchup between these two teams on the 23rd. 2-2 pitch, fouled off. Count and situation remain the same. Blues would quickly plate 2 for themselves in the bottom of the second. We were tied 2-2. And Riley, the Barons starter, was excellent, but only went 2 innings. And then it was the bullpen that unfortunately surrendered the lead. 2-2 pitch. Ooh, just misses, and the count's full at 3-2. Wish looking in and giving a noticeable sigh as he thought he got him looking. Count full, and on first and second, and still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Barons threaten. Here's a payoff pitch from Wish to Gonzalez. Ball 4. And they're loaded for Darian McDowell.
Now batting first baseman, number 14, Darian McDowell.
All 3 Barons have reached different ways. Neighbors the leadoff single. Williams was hit by a pitch, and Gonzalez just took ball 4. The bases are loaded with nobody out for Darian McDowell. And this is easily the toughest position Wish has been put in to start a ball game, as he'll deliver strike 1. Oh, 1. 0-2. McDowell swings and misses. No score in the bottom of the first. Barons threatening to change that with the bases loaded and nobody out. McDowell, the average at 273, looking to add to the Ribby total of 8 for him on the season. Here's no 2 pitch. He went around and he got him swinging. First strikeout for Wish and first out of the inning. An at-bat that's not as productive as the Barons would have liked.
Now batting number 23,
A 3-pitch strikeout for McDowell has the bases loaded with now 1 out for Basil Williams. Williams with the average at 169 and the RBI total at 5. Bases still loaded. No score, bottom first. Checked his swing and took ball 1. Barons, who have not beaten the Blues this season in 3 meetings, chance to give themselves an early cushion. Bases loaded. 1-0 pitch from Wish. He'll step off, cycle through the signs again with Esperanza, and deal to Basil Williams. It's Neighbors at third, Williams at second, and Gonzalez at first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Count even. One ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded. Flared out to left and drifting foul. Wish is ahead in the count now, 1-2. And already, we mentioned it, and we'll mention it again, pitching on 4 days rest, and now the pitch count is soaring. What are we at, Max? 21 pitches in the bottom of the first, and there's only 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 2 enormous outs for Wish via the K. And now it'll be up to Christian Webb to do anything with the bases loaded, but he'll have to get himself on base as there are 2 gone now in the bottom of the first. Wish pitching beautifully out of this jam, but also the Barons swinging and missing at some pitches off of the plate to help him out. First pitch. This one is in play. Samuelson, third to first. The inning is over, and the Barons have stranded the bases loaded. Wish gets out of the jam. There is no score as we'll enter the top of the second. We will head to the top of the second. No score. Barons leave them loaded. Wish strikes out back-to-back McDowell and Williams and gets Webb to ground out to third. Pitches beautifully when facing adversity, and we are going to head to the top of the second. Samuelson, Esperanza, and Kretschmar do up. Curtis Mayfield here at MLB Youth Academy here in Compton, California. Last road game of the year for Max and the Blues, of course. Jorge Arellano, third inning of work, second inning of work coming up. I want to get ahead of myself. Top of the second, no score. Going to take a short break and be right back with you. You're listening to Blues Baseball on the Blues Streaming Network. Happy to have you along with us. Thanks for hanging out. Samuelson due up. We're in the top of the second. No score here at MLB Youth Academy. Blues were sat down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Arellano Facing Samuelson for the first time today. Lefty on righty. Deep breath and deals. Strike one. Nothing in one pitch. Ball one. Similar placement. Count even to Samuelson. Barron's got a hit batter, and a walk, but would leave the bases loaded. 1 ball, 1 strike. Flared out to left, and that's a base hit for Tate Samuelson. Samuelson aboard with a leadoff single. That's how the Barons started their bottom of the first. It's how the Blues will start their top of the second. Esperanza doing the catching today. 1 man on, no one out, top of the second. Blues have gotten a hit off Laureano. Esperanza shows bunt and pulls away, taking ball 1 inside. Samuelson safe at first, 1-0. Esperanza taking strike 1. Blues got just 4 hits yesterday in the shutout loss, 1-0. Least amount of runs we've seen scored in any ball game. Absolute grinded out pitchers duel, 1-1. Esperanza takes inside ball 2. As much as we saw the Oaks struggle with their situational hitting, the Blues were even worse, with no runs scoring and being shut out for the second time this season. 2-1 pitch. Esperanza takes strike 2, and the count is even. Count even to Esperanza. 1 man on, no one out. Top of the second for the Blues. Arellano to the plate. Samuelson takes off for second. Ball 3 is taken. Throw into second. Not in time, and it's a stolen base for Samuelson. He's now in scoring position. Count full also to Esperanza. Still no outs, top of the second. For Samuelson, it's his 7th stolen base, and he's in scoring position. Payoff pitch. Grounded to Gonzalez at third. He'll take the out at first, and Samuelson stays put at second. As he looked him off, 1 out and a runner at second for Austin Kretschmar.
Now batting number 6, Austin Kretschmar.
Wall top of the second, no score. Kretschmar's for that bat. Takes ball. Samuelson singled to lead off the inning, just stole second base. We are still scoreless. One-0 pitch. In on hands, and this will be a tough play from short. It's thrown away. Samuelson's going to score. It's 1-0 Blues on the throwing error from Alex Rodriguez, allowing Kretschmar to reach. And there's our first run, much earlier than we saw it yesterday. 1-0 Blues as Trimble steps in. Kretschmar takes off for second, and he has a stolen base. After reaching on an error, it's the second stolen base of the inning for the Blues, who now lead 1-0, and Trimble took ball 1. We saw this from the Barons at Sinsheimer Park back on the 23rd. Trying to create havoc on the base path. Steal a couple. Put men in scoring position. Samuelson has singled and stolen a base in the inning and scored a run. And Kretschmar, who reached on an error, has now stolen second and is in scoring position for Trimble, who awaits the second pitch from Ariano. 1-0 Blues. Swung on and missed. Strike one. Fouled off to the left side, and it's 1-2. One ball and two strikes to Trimble, his first AB. Kretschmar's at second with one gone in the top of the second. Ariano looks in, gets the sign from Webb. Flared out to left. And drifting back is Williams, who did not make the catch. He did? Oh, my fault. Trimble flies out to left.
Now batting number 26, Thomas Trinka.
Two gone for Trinka. I don't know why I saw the ball pop out of his glove. Gone. You're like, I don't know either. Ariano looks in. Trinka bats with Kretschmar at second and two outs in the top of the second. It's 1-0 Blues. Ariano checks second twice and deals. Breaking ball. Strike one. One nothing Blues in the top of the second. Kretschmar in scoring position after reaching on an error and stealing second base. Here's the 0-1. Trinka takes outside, ball one. 1-1 count to Trinka, his first AB. Trimble just flew out to left. 1-1 pitch. Ball two. Trinka getting the start in left. We see Justin Trimble, who just flew out, starting in right field for a second straight day. It'll be Trinka and then Fenn, if Trinka is to reach. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Trinka takes inside, ball 3. Trinka is the 5th Blue to bat here in the top of the second. They lead 1-0 against the Barons. Three one. Flared out to right. Drift. Okay. Full. Count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kretschmar still at second. And the lefty, Ariano, is set to deliver a payoff pitch. Ball 4 that gets away, and Kretschmar will take third. As Trinka takes first after ball 4. So Kretschmar's at third now. He reached on an error, then stole second, and now is at third base via a wild pitch. Trinka is safe at first after taking ball 4. And here is Ryan Fenn with runners at the corners and 2 gone. In the top of the second, it's 1-0 Blues. We have not seen Fenn in 2 weeks. Getting the start today. Taking ball 1. Last played on the 11th against the Foresters. Went 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored. Average at 205 for Ryan. Senior at Cuesta College. Plays for Bob Miller. 1-0 count, runners at the corners. 2 gone, top second. Fenn pops one up. Infield will have a look. It's Webb. Watching it drift out of play, and it's 1-1. Fenn is in a 1-1 count. Kretschmar is at third. Trinka is at first. Kretschmar, who reached on an E6 from Alex Rodriguez. That's the 3rd error of the season for Rodriguez. It's the 35th for the Barons on their young season. Last team to start play in the CCL South. 1 ball, 1 strike. Throw over to first. Checks on Trinka. He's safe. Barons are 5-18. 3-game losing streak. 2 of those to the Blues. Last night fell 7-4 to the Riptide. Throw over to first again. Trinka's still safe. Going to play a good amount of their games down the stretch on the road. And we'll have to be prepared for that at home today. Taking ball 2 in the dirt, and Trinka will take second base. That's the 3rd stolen base of the inning, and Trinka's in scoring position along with Kretschmar. 3 different Blues have stolen second base. Samuelson, Kretschmar, and now Trinka. Runners on second and third. 2-1 count to Fenn. 2 outs, top of the second. Fouled off, and it's 2-2. Fenn a chance to add to his RBI total of 3. It's set up for him. 2 men on. If he reaches, it'll be Cermak. Two balls and 2 strikes to Fenn. Trinka at second, Kretschmar at third. Ariano to the plate. Ball 3, count has been worked full. Runners on second and third. Payoff pitch. Fenn fouls one off to the left side, protects the plate, and will live to see another pitch. Count still full. Runners still on second and third. It's 1-0 Blues in the top of the second. 2 outs here at MLB Youth Academy. Blues have not been here to play a regular season game since June 17th, over 5 weeks ago. Second straight payoff pitch. That's popped up and out of play. And Fenn into battle here, protecting the plate and staying alive with 2 men in scoring position, and his team already leading 1-0. So the Blues haven't been here to play a regular season game since the 17th, but they're all-stars, 7 of them, haven't been here since the 14th. 4th game between the Blues and Barons this season. Another 3-2 pitch, and Fenn pulls one to left, but way foul. Tried to put a charge into that one. Lives to see another pitch. This will be the 9th pitch of this at-bat. Jorge Ariano to Ryan Fenn. Here's the 9th pitch. That's ball 4. Bases are loaded for Ryan Cermak. That's the 2nd straight walk There have been 2 walks, 3 stolen bases, and a wild pitch and an error to have the bases loaded for Ryan Cermak. 0 for 1 today as he flew out to left in his first at-bat. Bases loaded for the Blues. Barons had the bases loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the first. Could not capitalize and score a run. Blues have already plated one here. Tate Samuelson, who led things off with a single and stole second base. He came in to score on a throwing error from Alex Rodriguez. Ariano has already walked 2 men and allowed a run to score. Cermak checked his swing, but they'll say he went around. It's strike 1. Cermak, the average at 296. 315. The average is at 315 for Ryan Cermak, who takes ball 1, count even. Bases loaded here in the top of the second. Ariano trying to limit the damage to just the 1 run. 1-1 pitch. Cermak takes inside ball 2. Last night against the Oaks, Cermak 0 for 4. Against the Barons, in their last 2 meetings, he's 4 for 8. Homer, triple, 3 RBIs. 2-1 pitch, way inside, and that hit him. It'll plate another run. It's 2-0 Blues, and the bases are still loaded for TJ Clarkson. And it is a bruise and an RBI for Ryan Cermak. His 26th. Two nothing Blues. Bases still loaded with 2 outs for Clarkson here in the top of the second. Clarkson is the 8th man to bat in this inning. There's been 1 base hit in the inning. Strike 1. And that was a single from Samuelson, who came in to score the first run. Now Cermak is hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. It's 2-0 Blues, and 0-1 is the count to TJ Clarkson. Grounded to Neighbors at second. He'll gun to first, and the inning is over. Blues get 1 run with the bases loaded. They get 2 in the inning. They send 8 men to the plate. There's only 1 base hit, but 2 runs score, as there was a lot of housekeeping to do. 2 walks, 3 stolen bases, a wild pitch, an error, and a hit by a pitch. That leads to the second run scoring of the day for the Blues. It's 2-0 San Luis Obispo, as we will head to the home half of the second. Chase Call out of Porter Ranch leading things off for the Barons in their half of the second. It's 2-0 when we come back. Here's the Commodores. Call flares one to left. That'll drop for a base hit. Chase Call aboard with a single to lead off the bottom of the second. It's how they led off the ball game with Kamayu Neighbors. He singled and now Call singles.
Now back to number 2, Julian Boyd.
Call aboard with a single, bringing Boyd to the plate. One man on, no one out. Bottom second, 2-0 Blues, as Wish, who was able to not allow a run to score with the bases loaded, no one out. Bottom of the first through 23 total pitches. That was his 25th, and it misses for ball one to Boyd. Call at first. One 0 pitch. Boyd takes ball two. Two 0 count. Wish comes set and delivers to Boyd. Call's taking off for second. It's ball three. Throw in from Esperanza. In time to get him. And he's caught stealing. Leadoff single erased, and there's one out for Boyd, who's in a 2-1 count. Two 2-1 count to Boyd. No one on, one out. Bottom second. Popped up, out to left. Cermak now in left center makes the catch. Two gone. So the Blues, who stole 3 bases in the top of the second. Call, who led things off with a single in the bottom of the second, trying to get his team to stolen base on a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Unfortunately, caught stealing there. Boyd flies out to center, and now there's 2 gone for Alex Rodriguez. Takes ball 1. Rodriguez, who had the error that led to the first run scoring of this ball game, his first at bat. No one on, 2 outs. It's 2-0 Blues in the bottom of the second. Strike 1. Here's the 1-1. Breaking pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch from Wish to Rodriguez. There's that sinking two-seamer, and it misses. 3-1 the count now. Wish, one of the 7 CCL All-Stars selected to play in the showcase game for the Blues for the North. So Wish has not pitched here since July 14th. 3-1. Popped up and out of play. Count full 3-2. Payoff pitch with 2 outs to Rodriguez. Fouls it off. It's still full and still 2 gone with no one out in the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Blues. The only man with an RBI is Cermak, who was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. Blues also only have 2 hits. That's hit to Samuelson at third. Routine play. Inning over. Wish works around the leadoff single. Call is caught stealing. Boyd flies out to center, and Rodriguez grounds out to third. And it's 2-0 Blues through 2. We'll head to the top of the third. Their bats will face Ariano for a third inning of work. They lead 2-0. We're at MLB Youth Academy in Compton, California. Zach Ibrahim alongside statistician Max Lobert here in the press box. I'm going to take a short break and be right back with you. Thanks so much for making Blues baseball part of your Sunday afternoon. Welcome back. We are in the top of the third now. It's 2-0 Blues. Vince Martinez comes to the plate. He struck out looking and has been the only strikeout victim of Jorge Arellano so far today. First pitch to Martinez. Fouled off, and it's strike one. Mentioned it earlier. Vince, day off yesterday, did not start. Got a at bat as Bob Miller deployed two heavy bats, two big hitters, Martinez and Samuelson, with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. They were down 1-0, and with 2 men capable of tying a ball game like that with one swing, he deployed them. Martinez would reach. Samuelson would strike out in what was a tough pitcher's duel for the Blues to lose. It was 1-0 the final to the Oaks. Nothing in one the count. No one on, no one out. Top third. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball missing for ball one. The Oaks would only score the 1 run, and it would come in the bottom of the fifth, the only run given up by Mike Gutierrez. That would end up being enough, as the Oaks bullpen and Chris Torres were able to shut the Blues down. Swung on and missed for strike two. It's 1-2. Martinez with a signature big hack. And behind now 1-2 in the count. 2-0 Blues. 1-2 pitch. Checked his swing, missed high. It's ball two, and the count is even. Two balls and 2 strikes. Missing for ball three. Count's been worked full. Arellano has already walked 2 batters. Trinket and Fenn at the bottom of this lineup. Has hit one. Again, only 2 hits allowed. Here's a payoff pitch to the senior from Stanford. Lining it to Rodriguez at short. He'll go to first, and that's the first out. One gone for Samuelson, who is 1 for 1 with a single, stolen base, and a run scored. Came in to score on the Rodriguez throwing error back in the top of the second. Swung on and missed, strike one. Base is empty with 1 out for Samuelson. A 1 pitch. Missing in the dirt, ball 1. Samuelson collected base hit number 32, stolen base 7, and his 21st run scored, all in the top of the second to give the Blues a 1-0 lead. It's now 2-0 here in the top of the third. No one on and 1 out. Here's a 1-1 pitch to him. Line to left. That's a fair ball. Samuelson will round first. This should be extra bases. It will be. And he is into second with a stand-up double. He's 2 for 2. That's his 33rd hit and his 6th double. He's already in scoring position yet again. 1 gone and just a runner in scoring position. Another in the form of Samuelson at second for Esperanza. 2-0 Blues starting to change all that. Esperanza grounded out to third. Back in the second against Arellano. Checking second and dealing. Esperanza takes strike 1. AJ got the chance to DH yesterday with Martinez out, and Mark Armstrong did the catching this time, or today I should say. Esperanza doing the catching as Martinez is back in DHing. Breaking pitch misses, count even 1-1. Samuelson's got, he's got all 2 hits. Yeah. Blues had scored 2 runs up until this point with just 1 hit. Samuelson just got their second. He's got their only 2, and the count is 1-1. Strike 2. Just 1 gone. Martinez grounded out to short to start the inning. And Samuelson would double. He's safe at second now for Esperanza. As the count at 1-2, Jokes up on the bat in a 2-strike approach. Taking ball 2 as the count evens. Two balls and 2 strikes. Esperanza 0 for 1. Taking ball 3 in the dirt. Samuel still safe at second. Count full. 2-0 Blues. Here's a payoff pitch. Grounded foul sharply down the right field line, and the count and situation remain the same. It's 3-2. Samuelson safe at second with just 1 out in the top of the third, and the Blues lead 2-0. This one is grounded to second. Neighbors ranging. Throw to first. What a play. Barehanded from Kamayu Neighbors. Looked like Esperanza might be able to beat that one out. Instead, it goes down as a 4-3 ground out, but Samuelson does advance to third. There's 2 outs in the top of the third, bringing Kretschmar to the plate. So a huge second out. Neighbors barehanded the whole way from the dirt to first. And there's 2 gone for Kretschmar, who reached on an air, stole a base, advanced on a wild pitch, and ended up coming in to score after Cermak was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. Ball 1 misses. Runner is at third. It's Tate Samuelson who led things off, got a double with 1 out. 1-0 pitch. It's 1-1. Two groundouts have 2 outs now in the top of the third. Martinez and Esperanza. Now it's Kretschmar tasked with bringing in Samuelson from third in a 2-0 ball game. A breaking pitch is feathered in there for strike 2. Both teams with 2 hits. An error committed by the Barons led to the Blues' first run. Flared out to center. Boyd, ranging to his right, is under it to make the catch. And Blues will strand a runner at third, but it is still 2-0. Samuelson doubles. He has both hits for the Blues today. That does it for 2.5. Bottom of the third coming up. It's 2-0 Blues. Kamayu Neighbors, who made that incredible barehanded play at second and led this game off with a single, stands in versus Wish when we come back. Thanks for hanging out on the Blue Streaming Network. It's always a good time, isn't it? That's my next mission.
seen a Chevy with the like me. They ain't never seen a Chevy with the butterfly door. Stun is a hat. Put it in the house.
Bottom of the third, Neighbors leads things off as he led the ball game off versus Wish. Strike one. Two nothing Blues as we enter the home half of the third. That's ball one that gets away. Neighbors singled to left center. Flared one out against Wish. He was the first base runner. He'd get all the way to third with the bases loaded, no one out, would not come in to score. Fastball misses, ball two. Wish is the mound for the Blues. Facing Neighbors. 2-1. That's strike two. Count back even. Wish trying to retire Neighbors for the first time today. It's 2-0 Blues as we're in the bottom of the third. This is hit to Fenn at short. One gone.
This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why. This is why. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot.
Here's Jordan Williams. He was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. He was the second base runner. First pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Wish 0-1 to the plate. Flared out to center. Cermak ranges and makes the catch. Two gone, hard hit ball to center, and it's a loud second out, bringing Alec Gonzalez to the plate, who walked in his first at-bat.
Now number 16, Alex Gonzalez.
Gonzalez leads the team in average hits, tied in RBIs. Breaking ball in there for strike one. Tied for the lead in doubles. This is their offensive guy, batting third. No one on, 2 outs, bottom third. That pitch just misses. Count even at 1-1. So Wish entering his third inning, and curious to see how long he'll go, pitching on 4 days rest. Slider hung a bit, sent foul. It's 1-2. No one on and 2 outs. Bottom third. Here's a 1-2 pitch to Alec Gonzalez. Slider is flared out to left center. This is going back, way back, and that is dropped. It's extra bases for Alec Gonzalez. It's a double. Landed in the warning track, and it's the third hit for the Barons, their third of the extra base variety. And Alec Gonzalez is safe at second base with a double. 2 outs for Darian McDowell. McDowell was the first out with the bases loaded. In the bottom of the first, he struck out swinging. So 0 for 1 against Wish. Gonzalez safe at second with his team leading fourth double, and that one's in the dirt, ball one. Good job by Esperanza to dig it out.
Oh, that's fun.
1 ball and no strikes to McDowell. Runner in scoring position for him. It's Gonzalez at second with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Beautiful slider. Strike one. It's 2-0 Blues. Here's the 1-1. Just missing. Inside, ball 2. Runner at second is Gonzalez. Just doubled. McDowell at the plate. 2-1 count, facing Wish. Stepping off and forcing Gonzalez to head back into second. Wish has held the Barons scoreless most impressively with the bases loaded in the bottom of the first and no one out. They were stranded loaded. No one came in to score. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Ended all that. 2-1. Swung on and missed. 2-2. Count even. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Third K for Wish. Second against McDowell. Stranding Gonzalez at second after he doubles. It remains 2-0 Blues through 3. We're going to head to the top of the fourth. Going to take a short break. What a perfect day in Compton for our last day on the road. It's almost like they're spoiling us. It's almost like they knew it was our season finale on the road. Of course, 5 more games after this, all at Sinsheimer Park, and that view is not bad either, but I do enjoy this one. Given what we've had to give you guys in terms of the view on the road this season, I know it's been brutal. Thank you so much for hanging in with us, though. I know it was a journey, and we got one more of these. But this view is pretty good, huh? I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out. Top 4, and Trimble leading things off for the Blues against newly inserted reliever. For the Barons, it's a 5'8" right-hander, Christian Lara, hometown of Walnut, California. ERA of 5.40. 8th appearance for him. Last pitched on the 21st, went 4 full innings against the Saints, only allowed 1 earned run on 3 hits. Struck out 2 men. Tasked with dealing to Trimble, and the Blues leading 2-0 in the top of the fourth. Ball 1. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Count even to Trimble. No one on, no one out. top 4, Lara to the plate. Outside, ball 2. Two-one pitch to Trimble. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Flew out to left his last time up. Base is empty for him here. Just his second AB. Awaits a 2-2 from Lara. Swinging bunt is foul. Fouled off, they'll say. Trimble getting back-to-back starts in right field. We learned yesterday that Austin Shell, in the second game against the Barons, that was on Friday, was slightly injured. So Esperon's able to fill in through the catching. Trimble in right. Count full to him now. It's ball 3. Payoff pitch from Lara to Trimble. Ball 4, and Trimble has a leadoff walk. Trimble on first with a leadoff walk. Third walk allowed from Barron's pitching. And Trinka lays down a bunt. It's dug out of the grass by Lara. Tossed to first. There's one out. And Trimble advances 90 feet. Sacrifice bunt for Trinka brings Fenn to the plate, who walked in his first at-bat. Now there's a runner in scoring position for him, as there was in his first at-bat. There were runners on second and third. Last time Fenn was up, time quickly called, and Webb's going to have a conversation with Lara. It's 2-0 Blues. We're in the top of the 4th, and there's one out, with Trimble in scoring position at second. Lara comes set and throws to second. Trimble is back in and safe. Trying for the pickoff. In all of the, 36 games that we've done prior to this one, we've seen one man, and it was not a blue, thrown out at second. As always, it'll come back to bite you. There's just no way around it. It can't happen. Trimble with a decent lead. Fenn still awaiting that first pitch to him. Lara, here it is. Ball 1. One out, top of the 4th. Trimble, who led things off with a walk, is at second after Trinka's sacrifice bunt. Fenn lines one to left, beyond the reach of Rodriguez, and Trimble will head into third. Ryan Fenn is aboard for the second time. This time via single. Base hit for Fenn. Runners on first and third with just one out for Ryan Cermak. Cermak, who loves being at the top of the lineup because, and we've heard multiple guys reiterate this, where they say, I like being at the top of the lineup because no matter how my day starts, I know I'm going to end up getting 5 at-bats. I can start 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. I've got 3 more coming. And as long as I don't let the at-bats affect my defense in the field, I'll find other ways to contribute. Cermak already has. He's been hit by a pitch, and that drove in a run, his 26th of the season. Chance to bring in more. 2-0 Blues. Runners on first and third. Lara gently throws over to first. Fenn is safe there, and Trimble's at third in this 2-0 ball game. We're in the top of the 4th, and there's still just one out. Newly inserted Christian Lara, dealing with traffic out of the pen. First pitch to Cermak is swung on and missed for strike one.
Okay. Let's go.
Nothing in one the count. That hit him again. This time to load the bases. So Cermak is hit by a pitch for the second time today, and that brings TJ Clarkson to the plate. With the bases loaded and just one out still.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna throw it in there.
Clarkson takes ball one from Lara, who out of the pen is dealing with a bases loaded and just one out situation, facing TJ Clarkson, who's 0 for 2. 1-0 pitch. Clarkson out to left. This is in center. Boyd's under it. Tagging is Trimble and scoring. It's 3-0 Blues on the sac fly and RBI from TJ Clarkson. Three 0 Blues as Vince Martinez comes to the plate with men on first and second, and now 2 outs. Two outs, top 4. 3-0 Blues now with Martinez at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking and a ground out to short. Martinez swinging away at the first pitch. It's out and right. Call is under it, and that's the inning. One pitch and 1 out ends things in the top of the 4th, but not before the Blues play one more. With the bases loaded and 1 out, TJ Clarkson gets the job done. He brings one more in. It's 3-0 San Luis Obispo. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th. With that, our score. Hazel Williams will lead things off in the bottom of the 4th. Kyle Wish is going back out there. On 4 days rest, he'll give the Blues a 4th inning of work against the Barons. Facing Williams, who he's already struck out once. It's 3-0 as they've given him another run of cushion. And I'm going to take a short break. Be right back with you. Can't thank you enough for making Blues baseball part of your Sunday afternoon here on the Blues Streaming Network. It's our last game on the road. We're soaking it in. I'll be right back. Wish to Williams. Bottom 4 underway. Ball 1. Sent out to right and pulled foul. It's 1-1. Wish has thrown 53 pitches now as he enters his 4th inning of work, pitching on 4 days rest and facing Williams for the second time today. It's 3-0 Blues. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sent out to center, and that's a base hit. Hazel Williams is aboard with a leadoff single.
Look me in my face. I ain't got no words. I ain't got no words. I ain't got no words. See them shows keep
Now
me
batting
up.
number 7, Christian Webb.
With Christian Webb coming to the plate and Williams safe first, it's the third time in 4 innings that the Barons have gotten the leadoff man on via a single. Neighbors led off the ball game with 1. Call led off the second with 1. And now Williams does so in the 4th. He's safe at first. Wish deals strike 1 to Webb. Fourth hit for the Barons. Third single. Gonzalez, who doubled back in the 3rd, was stranded there. No outs for Webb. And a 0-1 count and a 3-0 ball game with the Blues in front. Strike 2. Would not be surprised if Williams took off. Maybe not in this at-bat, but in this inning. Ball 1. One ball and 2 strikes. Williams has 6 stolen bases. Throw over to first, checks on him, and he's safe. Count 1-2 to Christian Webb, who grounded out to third his first time up. He's 0 for 1. That ended the first. He was the last. 1-2 pitch. Williams is in there with his 7th stolen base. Now the Barons have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And Webb at the plate. You got to think, as the Blues have slowly tacked on, it's now 3-0. You've got to take advantage. Runner on second, nobody out, 2-2 the count to Christian Webb. Here's the pitch from Wish. Got him swinging. Fourth strikeout for Wish. Every time he has struck a man out, it's with men on base. And in scoring position. Every time he's gotten a man to strike out, it's with another man in scoring position. Getting the swing and miss when he needs it. Now 1 gone for Chase Call, who was 1 for 1 with a single. That led off the bottom of the 2nd. Williams safe at first after singling and stealing second. Call takes in the dirt, ball 1. Chase Call, the average at 225. Out of Porter Ranch. He's a freshman at Irvine. Five RBIs for him on the season. Wish steps off, and Williams steps back in. In last night's ball game against the Riptide, Call went 1 for 4 with a single. This is only the 2nd time he's played against the Blues as Wish delivers ball 2, and is curious as to why it was not a strike. Two 0 the count with Williams at first. Oh, were they having some words? I think they were. Oh, I think they were. 2-0 the count. Call awaits. Ball 3. This is where Wish would get a little ticked off because he's thinking that it should be 2-1 right now. Instead, it's 3-0 to Chase Call. And there's a runner in scoring position. It's Basil Williams at second. Throwing to second, and Williams is safe. Throw gets away. Williams will take third. He's just 90 feet away. And if Call puts the ball in play, the Barons could have their first run. It's 3-0. Thank you, Brooke. 3-0. Strike one. Williams singled. He stole second and is now at third as Call hits one out to left, and that's a fair ball. It's 3-1. Call's had extra bases coming, and he's safe at second. He's 2 for 2, and now with a single and RBI double. It's 3-1. Bringing Boyd to the plate with another runner in scoring position. Here comes Bob Miller. Day is done for Kyle Wish. Gets through 3 1/3 on 4 days rest. He strikes out 4, only 1 run earned, but he'll be on the hook for Chase Call, who's safe at second after making this a 3-1 ball game, and the Barons are far from out of it. We'll introduce you to the new Blues pitcher when we come back. Thanks for making Blues baseball part of your Sunday afternoon here on the Blues Streaming Network. I'll be right back. It's 3-1. Barons have struck, and it's on a Chase Call double. His first of the season. He is safe at third now, as the throw from home went wide. Basil Williams came in to score. That's what I thought. Okay, he's at second. Bit confused there. Chase Call is safe at second. He just drove in the first run of the day for the Barons. It is 3-1. It's Chase's 6th RBI, his first double, second extra base hit. It's 3-1. Newly inserted right-hander is Kevin Lyons facing Julian Boyd. Still 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch to him. Strike 1. Kevin Lyons facing Boyd for the first time today. Call is safe at second. He's in scoring position. 3-1 our score. 0-1 the count to Boyd. Lyons checks second and now deals. Swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Lyons has come out of the pen. We last saw him in back-to-back appearances against the Riptide on the 17th and 20th. His record at 1-1. His ERA at 2.28, 23 and 2/3 innings pitched. And he's been terrific. 0-2. Fouled off, and Boyd stays alive. It's still 0-2. And he's a guy that gives you length out of the pen. That's what we've learned about Kevin Lyons, is that he can come in and when you're tasked with a situation like the Blues are today with Kyle Wish pitching on short rest. You bring in Kevin Lyons, who's used to coming out of the pen and used to throwing possibly 3-4 innings out of the pen. We'll see what he'll be asked to do today as he misses with ball one. Count is 1-2 now to Julian Boyd.
Is it 2-1 or 3-1?
I have 1-2.
Okay.
1-2 pitch from Lyons to Boyd. Hit past Clarkson into right. Calls rounding third. Boyd into second. It's 3-2. And just like that, Kevin Lyons gives up a double to Julian Boyd. It's back-to-back doubles for the Barons to plate their first 2 runs. This is a 1-run ball game. It is 3-2.
Alex Rodriguez.
RBIs for Call and Boyd. Williams led things off with a single. He then stole second base. He advanced to third. Webb struck out, and that's what we were saying. Okay, Kyle Wish has been excellent with runners in scoring position today. Gives up the double to Call. That made it 3-1. And now Boyd switches places with him at second to make this 3-2. A check swing by Rodriguez is strike one. Oh, and the count to Rodriguez. Still just 1 in the bottom of the 4th. Lyons steps off. So the Barons do not have a broadcasting team, to answer your question. We're the only ones in here. Not sure why, but that's flared out to right. Trinka makes the jumping catch, and tagging from second to third is Boyd. He's now 90 feet away from coming in, and it's you neighbors.
Now
2 gone in the bottom of the 4th.
Neighbors.
You neighbors. 1 for 2 with a single. Barons have plated 2 in the inning. It is 3-2. Lyons to the plate. Breaking ball misses ball 1. One ball, no strikes. That misses ball 2. It is 3-2, and we've got a ball game on our hands as Lyons has been inserted for Kyle Wish. Gives up the double to Boyd. The run is charged to Wish. And now Boyd's at third. That's flared out to left and drifting foul. It's 2-1. Two on the count. Boyd at third. Neighbors at the plate. Here's the 2-1. Taken for ball 3. Three to 2. Bottom of the 4th. 2 gone with Boyd at third and a 3-1 count to you neighbors. This is hit to Clarkson at first. It won't get by him. He'll tap the bag. That is the inning. But not before the Barons plate 2 on back-to-back doubles from Chase Call and Julian Boyd to make this a 1-run ball game. We'll see how the Blues respond. And they're half of the 5th. Top 5 coming up. It's Tate Samuelson due up, and he is 2 for 2. He's got a single, a double, and a stolen base. He's got 2 of the 3 Blues hits, and it will still be Lara out there pitching in relief for the Barons. This is a ball game now. It's 3-2. We're heading to the top of the 5th. Blues and Barons for the 4th time this season. Blues have taken the previous 3, looking to repeat history. Thanks so much for making Blues baseball part of your Sunday afternoon. I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back with you. Top 5 coming up. Tate Samuelson to the plate, leading off the top of the fifth for the Blues. Tate's 2 for 2 with a single, double, and stolen base. He has scored a run, scored the first run, and got it going for the Blues in terms of their scoring. Stands in to face Lara for the first time today. Blues tacked on a third run in the top of the fourth. Their cushion stands at 1 run. It is 3-2. Blues still in front, but the Barons, after back-to-back doubles, have played a 2 and made this just a 1-run ball game. To the plate. Strike 1. Ball 1, as that one missed high. Samuelson, who doubled back in the third, was stranded there after Esperanza and Kretschmar were both out. Leading off the top of the fifth. Sending one out to left. And Jordan Williams is under it. There's one gone. First time Samuelson's been retired today. Bringing Esperanza to the plate, who's 0 for 2. Lara so far has only given up 1 hit, but has allowed 3 men to reach. Esperanza takes outside, ball 1. One ball and no strikes to AJ Esperanza. 3-2 our score. Taking ball 2 outside. Blues coming off of their 1-0 loss yesterday. Now in a fight with the Barons. 2-0 pitch. Esperanza swings and misses through strike 1. Mentioned it at the open. You look at the final scores between the Blues and Barons this season in the 3 previous meetings. 8-0. And that was the sprinkler system game. 2-1. 3-1 now, as that misses. On the 22nd, it was 4-1. The score is deceiving. You're going to say, okay, wow, Barons only lost by 3, put up a good fight. The Blues had 12 hits and had plenty of opportunities to absolutely blow that game open, but left the door wide open as Esperanza lines one to right, but just foul, and the count's full now. And then back on the 23rd, 11-4 the victory for the Blues. You're thinking, okay, that sounds about right. But it was tied at 4 entering the top of the 6th, and it is 3-2 as we enter the top of the 5th. And the Barons, if they've played any team hard this year, it's been the Blues. Payoff pitch coming from Lara to Esperanza. Got him swinging. Kretschmar to the plate now with 2 outs and no one on. Top 5, Blues lead by 1. Kretschmar, who has only reached on an error. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch. Would love to know how fast that one was. That was in the 60s. 0 on the count. We did it again. He just missed a bit high, and it's 1-1. One ball and 1 strike, the count to Kretschmar. 3-2 our score. 2 outs, top 5. No one on. 2-1.
Oh, you brought lunch.
Strike 2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Sorry, I'm adjusting the camera. That's the 3rd out. It's a 1-2-3 inning of relief for Christian Lara. He strikes out Esperanza and Kretschmar. Blues down 1-2-3 in the top of the fifth. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth now. Our score is 3-2, and the Barons have made this ball game. Through 4.5, it's 3-2. Kevin Lyons will be back out for his second inning of relief, pitching in relief of Kyle Wish. Barons bats coming up. Just a one-run ball game. Going to take a short break. Be right back with you. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome back. Bottom of the fifth underway. Jordan Williams, standing in, has only reached after being hit by a pitch in the first. Lions just dealt him ball one. And that's strike one. Williams, who, interestingly enough, as he takes strike two, he'll go down, he'll kneel down and kind of look in at the pitcher. And you see it there. He takes that, almost like he's trying to read the green before he putts. One-two pitch. Grounded foul. It's 1-2 still. One ball and two strikes. The count to Jordan Williams, leading off the bottom of the fifth in a 3-2 ball game. Blues in front. Flared out to left. Oh, making the catch is Trinka. Had to turn on the Jets to field it down, and there's one gone.
Number 16, Alec Gonzalez.
All set. 50,000 on my head is disrespect.
Gonzalez has reached in both his plate appearances. He has walked and doubled. Prior to Chase Call and Julian Boyd, Gonzalez had the only extra base hit. The Barons have 3 doubles total now, and both of those have led to their runs scoring as he takes ball one from Kevin Lyons. Popped up. Infield will have a look. It's in shallow right now. And Kretschmar has it for the second out. Quickly 2 gone for Darian McDowell, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. 2 outs and no one on for him. We're in the bottom of the fifth in a 1-run ball game here at Compton Youth Academy. Ball one. McDowell 0 for 2, as mentioned. That's sent out to center. Cermak making a sliding catch. Wow. Ryan Cermak. I don't know what else you can say other than wow. Ryan Cermak dives, slides on his stomach, and makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Kevin Lyons. That fifth inning flew by. 2-1-2-3 halves. If that makes any sense. Top of the sixth coming up. Blues bats trying to give themselves a little more cushion. It stands at 3-2 right now. Justin Trimble's due up. Going to take a short break. It's still Christian Lara out there pitching in relief for the Barons. He's coming off of a 1-2-3 inning, and we'll see how he can follow that up against Justin Trimble. I'm going to take a short break and be right back with you. Thanks for hanging out. Here's Justin Trimble as promised. Walked his last time up. That led off the bottom of the fourth, which would see the Blues eventually load the bases and drive in their third run of the day on a sac fly from TJ Clarkson. Lara to check his swing, but he went around for strike one. A 1. That's out to right center. That's a base hit for Justin Trimble. Blues get their leadoff man on to start the top of the sixth. Did so with Trimble at the top of the fourth. Did so with Samuelson in the top of the second. Both those innings resulting in runs scoring. That pitch gets away. It's Trinka at the plate now. Made a nice catch out and left for the second out in the bottom of the fifth. We're in the top of the sixth now. It's 3-2 Blues, and Justin Trimble just singled to center. He's safe at first for Trinka, who took ball one. Lara pitching out of the stretch early. Trimble takes off for second. Throw in, takes a bounce, and no chance for a tag to be applied. And Trimble is safe for the stolen base. For Trimble, that's his first stolen base. Safe at second for Trinka now, who's in a 1-1 count. Trinka has a stolen base in this one. Stole second after he walked back in the second. 1-1 pitch from Lara, but he'll step off. One to Trinka. Shows bunt. Gets down. Lara digs it out of the grass. Guns to first. That's the first out. And after Trimble stole second, he is safe at third, advancing on the bunt from Trinka. Second time Trinket has laid down a bunt after Trimble reaches in front of him. And now Justin is at third for Ryan Fenn, who has walked and singled. 1 out, top of the 6th, 3-2 Blues. Ball 1. That bunt is down. It's right at first. Run scores. RBI for Fenn as he laid a bunt down right to first base. McDowell had it, tagged him as he tried to come in. And scoring from third is Trimble. It's 4-2 Blues. How about the small ball being played by Bob Miller? Back-to-back bunts. One drives in a run. Here's Cermak. Strike 1. No one on and 2 outs, top 6. Blues now lead 4-2. For Fenn, it's his 4th RBI. Count even at 1-1. It's 4-2 Blues. That kind of slurve pitch is hit foul to the left side. We've seen 3 players lay down bunts. 3 bunts be laid down. Twice by Trinka, once by Fenn. Fenn scored a run from third with his bunt. It's very well done. Oh, that hits Cermak again. Lara's smiling, but Cermak is not smiling. He has been hit by a pitch for the 3rd time today.
Young Holt, right? By Young Holt.
TJ Clarkson steps in. 0 for 2 with a sac fly and an RBI. Yeah, Cermak is going to be icing a lot of different parts of his body after this one. He's now been hit by a pitch 5 times this season, 3 times in this game. Clarkson takes strike 1. Clarkson's been hit by a pitch 10 times this season. He leads the Blues in that category, unfortunately. No one's even close. He's got 10. Next man has 6. Breaking ball misses. It's even at 1-1. Cermak's safe at first. Blues have plated a run in the inning on a Ryan Fenn bunt that scored Trimble from third to make it 4-2. Throw over to first, checks on Cermak, and this is a guy with speed. So you hit him. He's on base now. He's got 11 stolen bases. Clarkson stands in. 1-1 count with Cermak at first. Yeah. Lined out to right center. That'll drop. It's a base hit for TJ. Cermak with that speed is going to round second and headed to third. It's runners at the corners now for Vince Martinez. First hit for Clarkson. 2-out rally. Fully on for the Blues. And it's Vince Martinez who's 0 for 3. Martinez to face Lara. Clarkson at first after his base hit, and Cermak at third after being hit by a pitch. That's ball 1. Martinez with ducks on the pond. Men on first and third, 2 outs, top 6. He'll line that one out to right center. That'll drop for a base hit. It's an RBI for Martinez, and he'll try for extra bases, rounding first and heading into second. Clarkson's going to round third and try to score. Martinez is trying for 3. It's a 2 RBI triple for Vince Martinez. And just like that, it is 6-2. For Martinez, it's his second triple as a Blue. His first drove in a run as well. This one brings in 2. And here is Tate Samuelson, who's 2 for 3 with a single and double himself. Martinez at third, 2 gone, top 6. Breaking pitch misses for ball 1. Popped up. Out in center. Now in right. And Call makes the catch. Inning over. Blues plate 3. It is 6-2 in favor of San Luis Obispo. Ryan Fenn laid down a bunt that drove in a run from third. Vince Martinez finds himself at third after a 2 RBI triple. Has us with a 6-2 score. Blues have supplied some cushion for Kevin Lyons, who will go out and pitch the bottom of the 6th now with a 4-run lead. Really appreciate you spending some time with us on the Blues Streaming Network here. You're listening to Blues Baseball. I'm Zach Ibrahim, and I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back with you. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Here's Basil Williams. Came in to score.
Basil Williams.
He was the first run for the Barons today. He came in on Chase Call's double. Call who made the catch to end the top of the 6th for the Blues. We are in the bottom of the 6th now. It's 6-2. They've plated 3. And Williams, who singled and stole second base, is standing in to face Kevin Lyons. Lyons has been given cushion. We'll see if he can protect it. Kevin comes set. Deals to Williams. Ball 1.
Right.
1-0 pitch. That misses high, ball 2.
You in your normal clothes.
Right. I was like,
Oh, they're just, you know,
not like this.
2-0 count to Williams. It's 6-2 Blues as we're in the bottom of the 6th here in Compton. Strike 1.
One strike. You could get that 6 in.
Popped it up. Infield will have a look. Esperanza, now Samuelson is under it, calling for it, making the catch. There's one gone. No one on and 1 out for Christian Webb. 0 for 2 today.
Christian Webb.
Has grounded out to third and struck out swinging. Lions to the plate. Strike 1. 0-1 count. That's fouled back and out of play. It's 0-2. Nothing in 2. Also popped up and out of play. 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th. Kevin Lyons still pitching in relief of Kyle Wish. Came out, put forth a 3 1/3 effort. Pitching on 4 days rest. Now Lyons comes in. We mentioned the right-hander can give you plenty of innings of relief. Breaking ball in there. Strike 3 called, and he got him. And he can do a lot of that. Kevin Lyons quickly with 2 outs and facing Chase Call, who's 2 for 2 with a single and an RBI double. Drove in the first run of the day for the Barons on his 2nd extra base hit of the season. It was his first double and his 6th RBI. Lyons to the plate. Fouled off. It's strike 1. Call getting the start in right for back-to-back games against the Blues. 1 at Sinsheimer Park and 1 here at MLB Youth Academy in Compton. 0-1 count. Lyons deals. Flown out to right. Drifting back. Trimble at the wall. It's off the wall. And Call's going to round second. He's going to head into third. The throw to third was on a line, but Chase Call is safe there. It's a triple for Call. He has singled, doubled, and tripled. Look at that. Bringing Boyd to the plate, who followed Call's previous double up with a double of his own that would score Call, make it a 3-2 ball game. Blues have made it a 6-2 ball game now. Barron's still threatening with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Boyd on to face Lyons. Call safe at third after tripling off the right field wall, and Lyons deals ball 1. One of the count to Boyd. It's 6-2 Blues. Missing again with ball 2. For Call, it's the first time he's had 3 hits in a game this season. Previously, he had 2 in back-to-back games against the Saints. Boyd fouls one off, and it's 2-1. But with Call safe at third, it is his first triple. He hit his first double 2 innings ago. And he is 3 for 3. Could argue it's his best game of the year. Boyd out to left center. Cermak ranging back at the track, at the wall. Is that gone? It is. It's a 2-run home run for Julian Boyd. And the bottom third of this lineup is killing the Blues. It is 6-4, just like that. It's Call and Boyd doing all the damage. 6-4 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Base is empty now as Boyd cleared him. As he cleared the left center fence. And here's Rodriguez to the plate. 0 for 2 today. Lyons deals. Rodriguez pulls one to left. Trinka under it, makes the catch. Man, what a shot in the arm that was for the Barons, excuse me. For Boyd, it's his 3rd homer. It's RBIs 15 and 16. He now leads the team in that category. It's a ball game again. We're going to head to the top of the 7th. It is 6-4. Blues still lead, but the Barons plate 2 on a 2-run Julian Boyd home run. That followed a Chase Call triple. And just like that, 2-run ball game as we'll head to the top of the 7th. New pitcher on the mound for the Barons. We'll introduce you to him when we come back. Going to take a short break. I'll be right back with you. Zach Ebrahim here in Compton, alongside statistician Max Lober. Last road game of the year, and the Barons are not making it easy. Mentioned how hard they play the Blues all season. That is ringing true. It is 6-4. Blues lead. That's a chance to give the cushion back. Barons have been reluctant to allow that to happen. It's 6-4. I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out. Top 7 underway. What a game it's been so far. Back and forth the whole way. It's 6-4 in favor of the Blues. AJ Esperanza is due up to face newly inserted Nicholas Martinez. And with the Barons narrowing the gap to just 2 runs, they're going to bring in Martinez, who is making his 8th appearance. He's their best reliever out of the pen. 2-0 record, 0.71 ERA, a save to his credit. His last time out, he picked up a win. Only gave up 1 earned run as Esperanza fouls one off. It's 0-1. Misleadingly gave up 7 hits to the Saints. So they didn't come back to bite him. No runs were scoring. Previous to that game, he had given up 5 hits and no earned runs the entire season. And the lefty deals to Esperanza. 0-1. Grounded foul. It's 0-2. Top 7, 6-4 our score. 0-2 the count to Esperanza. Oh, 2 pitch. This one is hit to Neighbors at second. Routine play to first, and that's the first out. Kretschmar stands in 0 for 2, has reached on an error. No one on and 1 out for him in a 2-run ball game in the top of the 7th. Grounded to Neighbors at second. He's been busy. Guns to first. 2 gone. For Trimble, who has walked and singled in his last 2 at-bats, both leading off innings in which the Blues would score. Every time the Blues have gotten the leadoff man on in an inning, they have scored. Every time they haven't, they have not. Simple as that. 6-4. Still our score. No one on and 2 outs for Trimble. Martinez gets him to swing and miss half-heartedly through strike 1.
It's not like in Call of Duty, you get to choose
0-1 to Trimble. Martinez to the plate. Breaking ball just misses high, and it's 1-1.
Yeah.
One ball and one strike. Good fastball, but just missing. Ball 2.
And then the opposite.
As much as the bottom of the Barons lineup has been killing the Blues and bringing in all their runs, the bottom of the Blues lineup, as that's taken for strike 2, has set the table for the heavy hitters who have been able to bring in the majority. Fenn, the lone man in the 9-hole, that's brought in 1 on a bunt. Other than that, it's been Martinez. Run scored on an error. Cermak was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded. 2-2 is swung through and missed. It's a strikeout, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Nicholas Martinez. It's 6-4 Blues. Bottom of the 7th coming up. The bottom of the Barons lineup, and I just want to document this one more time, has brought in all their runs. Call has brought in 1 on his double. Boyd would bring him in on his double. So that's 2. Then Call tripled. Boyd homered. That's why it's 6-4 in favor of the Blues. Barons coming back, though. We'll see if they can continue their trend in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be the top of their lineup trying to do so and hit Mark for the first time today. Kamau Neighbors, 1 for 3. He'll be at the plate. Kevin Lyons still on the mound for the Blues. Going to take a short break. Be right back with you. Thanks for making Blues baseball part of your Sunday afternoon here on the Blues Streaming Network. Kamau Neighbors leads things off for the Barons in the bottom of the 7th. It's 6-4, and it's another good one, as it always is. Blues Baseball, Blues Streaming Network. I'm Zach Ebrahim alongside statistician Max Lober. We are in the press box. What a day for baseball. Beautiful day in Compton. First pitch from Lyons to Neighbors. Strike 1. That is not Lyons. That is Ward. Just noticed it. Thank you, Max. Ryan Ward hasn't been inserted. Hard throwing right-hander. Ball 1 in the dirt. Ryan Ward pitching in relief of Kevin Lyons, who pitched in relief of Kyle Wish. Ward deals to Neighbors, 1-1. Dipping low, ball 2. I said we'd see Ward today. And he's in. Bottom 7. 2-1 pitch. Strike 2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Neighbors. Golfs one out to right, and Costello, newly inserted, is under it to make the first out. Here's Jordan Williams. He's been hit by a pitch, has flown out twice. No one on and one out for him. Bottom 7. Ward missing. Ball 1. Williams again. Bends those knees. Gets a good look in. 1-0 pitch. Taking low, ball 2. We saw in the last at-bat, Neighbors just kind of go down, put the bat out in front of one. Ward pitching low in the zone as Williams awaits a 2-0. Fouled off, and it's 2-1. No one on and one out. Bottom 7, 6-4. Still our score. Blues lead. High fly ball to center. Cermak under it. Out number 2. Here's Alec Gonzalez. He has walked and doubled. Popped out to second his last time up. 2 outs for him. No one on. Ward comes set, deep breath, off-speed pitch over Gonzalez's head, and it's ball 1. Ward, if he can just command those pitches better, man. Hitters don't know what's coming. 1-0 pitch. Hit inside, ball 2. Hard to control 95 plus, which is what Ward is capable of throwing. 2-0. Grounded foul, and it's 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch, yep. 2-1 pitch. Grounded foul to the left side. Count even 2-2 to Gonzalez with no one on and 2 outs. Bottom 7. Blues lead by 2. After an absolute pitcher's duel yesterday, we have seen 10 runs of offense. Way inside. That one coming in at 94. And it's 3-2. Count full to Gonzalez. 2 gone in the bottom of the 7th. Payoff pitch. Checked his swing. Took ball 4. Here's Darian McDowell. Tough day at the plate so far for him. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and has flown out to center. Chance to bat with a runner on. It's Gonzalez safe at first and 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Ward, newly inserted, has gotten 2 quick outs. Now walked a man and has to face McDowell with a runner on first and 2 outs. That's strike 1. Off-speed pitch, fouled off, and it's 0-2. Got him. Foul tipped into the glove of Esperanza. That is out number 3. Way to the top of the 8th. Still a 2-run ball game. It has been a good one. Here at MLB Youth Academy in Compton, California, Thomas Trinka is set to lead things off for the Blues in their half of the 8th. Top 8, it's 6-4. And let's see here. If it is indeed still Nicholas Martinez. Actually, they're going to bring in a new arm. We'll introduce you to him when we come back. New pitcher on the mound for the Barons. We'll face Trinka in the top of the 8th in a 6-4 ball game. Blues in front. This is game 37. This is our last game on the road. A little sad about it. A little happy to go home. Still a good view and a good ball game. They have not disappointed us so far. I'm going to take a short break, and I'll be right back with you. Thanks for making Blues baseball part of your Sunday afternoon. Thanks for hanging out, as always. Ball one, newly inserted right-hander is a sophomore at Long Beach. He is from Bellflower, California. He's Dennis Stevenson. Ball two. Another solid reliever. This is his 5th appearance overall. 1.58 ERA. 2 balls and no strikes. That's ball 3. Trinka is indeed leading off the top of the 8th for the Blues. 6-4 is our score with the Blues in front. For Stevenson, only 1 earned run allowed the entire season. That's strike 1 over the heart of the plate. Previously has come in, gotten 4 outs, 5 outs. It's the most he's gotten. Gives up a hit or 2, but only 1 earned run the entire season. 3-1. Trinka grounds this one to short. And Rodriguez has it. Now we need him up a bit. Second error? Not sure. Regardless, Trinka is safe at first. Strike 1 to Ryan Fenn now. It is indeed the second error for Alex Rodriguez. So Trinka reaches on an E6. And Fenn, who has walked, singled, and driven in a run on a bunt, waits an 0-1 pitch from Stevenson. They'll lay another bunt down, but this one's popped up. Webb under it. Out number 1, excuse me. That is the first out for Ryan Cermak. Here's Cermak. He's been hit by a pitch 3 times. Swung on and missed strike 1. Trink is safe at first after reaching on an error. Ben just popped out. That was the first out. One gone. And one man on in the top of the 8th. A 1 pitch. Stevenson. Cermak lines one to left, and that's a base hit. Runners on first and second now for TJ Clarkson. It is the 4th time Cermak has reached the first via base hit.
They played us yesterday. I told the mom, actually, mom was like,
Time called momentarily. Stevenson facing Clarkson for the first time today. Runners on first and second with just one out here in the top of the 8th. 2-run ball game, and any insurance runs at this point can make the job easier for the bullpen. It's the second place Blues against the last place Barons.
I was hoping you didn't.
Stevenson. Strike 1. Off-speed pitch feathered in there. This is an interesting statistic. So our score is 6-4 with the Blues in front. The Blues are 5-1 on Sundays and average 7.5 runs per game on Sundays. Those 1 p.m. starts. Little afternoon baseball. A 1 pitch. That is hit into center field. Clarkson aboard with a base hit. Bases are loaded as everyone is held. Bringing Martinez to the plate. Bases are loaded with just 1 out here in the top of the 8th.
Thank you.
Trinka reached on an error, and that proved to be costly, as it could be 2 outs and just a couple runners on. But Cermak singles to left. Clarkson singles to center. Singles up the middle. And here's Martinez. Last at bat drove in 2 with a triple. Strike 1. Nothing in 1 the count. Bases loaded, 1 out for Martinez. Taking strike 2. And Stevenson firmly ahead now. Martinez digs in, 0-2. Bases juiced for him. Stevenson to the plate. Breaking pitch is hit to Rodriguez at short. He guns to first. They give up a run, but now there's 2 outs. And it's 7-4 Blues. Here's Tate Samuelson, 2 for 4. Single, double, stolen base. Cermak's at third, and Clarkson's at second. Stevenson to the plate. First pitch to Tate is fouled off to the right side, and it's 0-1. For Martinez, it's its 3rd RBI of the afternoon. Drove in 2 on the triple, drives in 1 on the ground out to shortstop. And here's Samuelson, 0-1. Hits this one to Rodriguez and throw to first. And even after committing an error in the inning, Rodriguez makes 2 nice plays to get 2 outs and end the inning, with the damage only being 1 run scoring for the Blues. They now lead 7-4. Bottom 8 coming up. Barons have fallen behind now by 3, and we'll see what this offense can do. It's the middle of the lineup, and if they're able to string some together, it would be the daunting bottom of the lineup. Beza Williams is due up against Ryan Ward. It's 7-4 Blues. Bottom 8 coming up. Going to take a short break. Be right back with you. Thanks for hanging out. Here's Williams. 1 for 3. Single and a stolen base. Swings and misses through the first pitch from Ward. It's 0-1. Bottom 8 underway as this is now 7-4 in favor of the Blues. Main cushion found in the top of the 6th, where both teams will score 5 runs. Blues would try and pull away, make it 6-2. Barons would say no thank you and score 2 more. It's now 7-4, as that is strike 2 to Basil Williams. Ward comes set and deals. Low in the dirt, ball 1.
Honestly, I would have just taken the suggestions because there's only so many songs you could think of.
Blues will hit the road after this one. Hopefully get some food and then head up to SLO. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2. Ward set at the belt. 2-2 to Williams. Dips low, ball 3. Count has been worked full after Williams was behind 0-2. He has taken 3 straight in there. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And that was ball 4. Here's Christian Webb, 0 for 3.
Now batting number 7, Christian Webb.
Ward deals strike 1 to Webb, who shakes his head at the call, behind 0-1. We'll see if Ward is asked to go the distance or if this will be it for him. 2 more outs in the 8th. We're in the bottom half. It's 7-4. Swung on to miss, strike 2. O-2 pitch from Ryan Ward. Ooh, inside. Taken for ball 1. Base is empty for Webb, who's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts already. 1 and 2 the count to Ryan Ward. Against Ryan Ward. That's swung on and missed. Off speed is caught by Esperanza. It's a strikeout. And the second out. Ward has struck out 3 straight Barons. McDowell, Williams, and Webb all down swinging, and it's up to Chase Call. Call to the plate. He has singled, he has doubled, and he has tripled. Driven in a run in the process. Ward bounces one to the plate. 1-0. 2 outs, bottom 8. 7-4 our score. Call in a 1-0 count. Takes an elevated fastball. Strike 1, count even. Ball 2 in the dirt. Chase Call is a big fly away from hitting for the cycle. He tripled off the right field wall. He has doubled to left and singled. 2-1. Ward deals high, ball 3.
Right.
3-1 pitch. Way inside, and it hit him. So he will reach for a 4th time, but also add a bruise, unfortunately. And from the right arm of Ryan Ward, that thing was revved up there. Ward reaches after being, or Call reaches after being hit by a pitch by Ward, and that'll bring Boyd to the plate, who has doubled in a run, homered in 2, 2 for 3 with a double, homer, and 3 RBIs. Hit his 3rd home run of the season back in the 6th. Flares one to left, and it's 0-1. Call safe at first. He was hit by a pitch. The only Baron to have reached in every plate appearance. Oh, 1. In the dirt, ball 1. Fouled off, and it's 1-2.
Just someone else's eyes.
Yeah.
I know I just
Like,
that's
crazy.
on defense.
Dribbled foul, still 1-2. Still 2 gone in the bottom of the 8th in a 7-4 ball game with the Blues in front. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Boyd. Has supplied the power along with Call in the bottom of this lineup for the Barons. Did not make contact. It is a drop, 3rd strike. So Boyd struck out and reached first on drop, 3rd strike. Well, the Barons in the bottom of the 8th now are bringing the tying run to the plate. It's in the form of Alex Rodriguez, who's 0 for 3 and has committed 2 errors. And here comes Bob Miller. Bob Miller is going to make a substitution. He's going to bring in Zach McCleve for Ryan Ward. So in this bottom of the 8th, Ward struck out Williams. He struck out Webb. Chase Call was hit by a pitch. He was a homer away from the cycle. Boyd struck out, but reached first on a drop, 3rd strike. And now it'll be Alex Rodriguez, the tying run at the plate in the home half of the 8th. It's 7-4. I'm going to take a short break while McCleve warms up, and I'll be right back. Alex Rodriguez facing Zach McCleve, newly inserted right-hander reliever, closer you could call him. This is situations he's come in. Out of the University of Utah, teammate of TJ This is Matt Sox facing Alex Rodriguez. He's the tying run at the plate in the bottom of the 8th. His call was hit by a pitch. Boyd reached first on a drop third strike. And now the man who's 0 for 3 and has committed 2 errors in the infield has a chance to amend all of that here in the bottom of the 8th.
What was your guys' pictures?
30.
30.
McCleave's first pitch out of the pen. Grounded to Fenn at short. Tossed to Kretschmar, and the inning is over. One pitch, 1 out. Inning over. They take the force out at second, and that's it for it in the 8th. We're going to head to the top of the 9th. Our score still 7-4 in favor of the Blues. Chance to tack on a few more, and then they'll be 3 outs away from victory. Esperanza, Kretschmar, and Trimble due up in the top of the 9th. Still Dennis Stevenson dealing for the Barons. Don't go anywhere. 3-run ball game, and I'll be right back.
Legs can't call and you lying. You hate and you lost all the shine. I'm my Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me.
Where's he gonna play?
Top 9 underway with AJ Esperanza taking ball 1 from Stevenson. 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now. Two balls and no strikes to Esperanza. 0 for 4. Taking ball 3 that gets away. Outs top 9. Esperanza leading things off. Blues lead by 3. That's a strike. Esperanza the only Blue to have not reached today. Now he has. Esperanza walks, and now every Blue that started the game has reached. Kretschmar now with Esperanza on first. No one out, top 9. 7-4, our score. Stevenson deals. Ball 1 inside. Throw over to first, checks on Esperanza. He's still safe. Pinch hitter is on deck. In the place of Justin Trimble, it'll be Nick Costello. One out to Kretschmar. Stevenson. Oof, lined down the left field line and past Bob Miller. Strike 1, foul ball. Count even with Esperanza on first. So the Blues, they get to their, at least they have so far, that average 7.5 runs per game on Sundays, 5-1 record, looking to win the first 4 against the Barons. Stevenson throws over to first to check on Esperanza. We'll welcome the Barons back to Sinchheimer Park for the final 2 regular season games of the season. It's sad just thinking about it. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kretschmar. We hope to either have you live in attendance at Sinchheimer Park for the final 5 games. You should come to all of them. They're all so fun. And or joining me here on the Blue Streaming Network. Either works. That's high, ball 2. Two and 1. Kretschmar at the plate. Has reached on an air. That was it. Also stole a base. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch from Stevenson. Ball 3. These are the type of games the Blues can't afford to lose. The teams beneath them in the standings, although the Blues are technically in second in the South, and if the season were to end today, they'd make the playoffs. You're a game away from a first-round bye. Up in Lincoln. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. In the process, Esperanza takes second. Count full to Kretschmar. So you're a game away from that, from getting that bye in the first round. And they certainly are capable of doing so. You also have, you have 1 more game against the Saints next week. That's the team above you in the standings. You win that one, depending on what the Saints do up until that point. That's a huge game. You have a game against the Oaks and another against the Riptide. The 2 teams beneath you. 2 teams half a game behind you in the standings as those 3 teams, as Kretschmar hits one. Rodriguez deep in the hole at short, thrown across his body. And Kretschmar is safe. Men on first and second now for Nick Costello. Still nobody out. Big games coming up down the stretch. And then you finish final 2 games of the year against this Barons team that's going to want nothing more than to beat you and keep you out of the playoffs. Costello now, as Kretschmar singled following Esperanza's walk. 2 men on, no outs, top 9. Showing bunt and pulling away, taking ball 1. One ball and no strikes to Costello. Showing bunt, laying it down. Stevenson digging out of the grass, tossing to first. Both men advance to second and third. That is the 4th bunt we have seen from the Blues. Small ball at its finest. Advancing the runners into second and third for Trinka, who has walked, stolen a base, and reached on an air. Infield tightly packed in. Still just a 3-run ball game. Barons and Stevenson trying to keep it that way. First pitch to Trinka, missing for ball 1. That's strike 1, count even. Trinka without a base hit today. Could change all that. Ball 2. Trinka flares one out to right center. That's drifting, and that's going to drop. Trinka's got a base hit. And Esperanza's going to come in to score. It is 8-4 as they have doubled up the Barons and supplied more cushion. RBI single for Trinka. Tacks onto the lead. For Trinka, it's his, let's see here. It's his third RBI and his 13th hit to make it 8-4, matching the amount of runs the Blues scored officially last time they were here on June 17th. They won that one 8-0. This one is now 8-4 with one out in the top of the ninth. Fenn back to the plate. Throw to first, checks on Trinka. He's safe. Stevenson dealing to Fenn, who has singled, walked, and driven in a run on a sacrifice bunt. Breaking ball. Ball one. Wow. Same pitch, same place, same call. Ball two. Two nothing. The count to Fenn. Ryan having a great day. Runners on first and third. One out, top nine. Taking off for second is Trinka. And now he's stolen a base. That is the fifth stolen base for the Blues today. This one courtesy of Trinka. That's his second. Both teams certainly trying to create havoc. Blues have been able to do that. 5 stolen bags. Runners on second and third. 3-0 count to Fenn. That's ball 4. Bases loaded for Cermak again. Last time Cermak was up, the bases loaded. He was hit by a pitch that drove on his 26th RBI. Since then, he was hit by a pitch twice and singled in the 8th, getting now a 6th at bat. Versus Stevenson. Bases loaded. Breaking ball. Oh, they'll call it a strike this time. A 1 pitch. Breaks loose. It's 1-1. Cermak with the bases juiced. 1 gone. Top 9. Fastball. Line to left. Foul. It's a fair ball. And Cermak is going to round first. 2 runs have scored. They're going to send all 3. Fenn at the plate. He is safe. It is a bases clearing 3-run double for Ryan Cermak. What a day for Cermak. In the 3 games against the Barons, Ryan Cermak has driven in 6 runs. He's got 3 extra base hits. And I'll have to calculate it, but quite an on-base percentage after today. Has reached now in 5 of his 6 plate appearances. He flew out to left in his first at-bat, was hit by a pitch in 3 consecutive. 1 drove in a run. Now singled and has doubled in 3 to make this 11-4 in favor of the Blues. TJ Clarkson will bat with Cermak on second, and still 1 out in the top of the ninth. It's 11-4 when we come back on the Blue Streaming Network. Thanks so much for hanging out. Stevenson's still out there and will deal to Clarkson. Ball one. For TJ, he has driven in a run on a sac fly and has singled twice. We mentioned it was the top of this lineup that was doing the damage and the bottom of the lineup setting the table. That has continued here in the top of the ninth. 1-0 pitch to Clarkson. Ball two.
Oh my God. Nobody.
2 balls, no strikes to TJ Clarkson. 2 for 4 officially with an RBI. Still one gone at the top of the ninth. Cermak safe at second after clearing the bases.
My only
3-0.
idea is that like her daughter gonna make regionals and like she's like angel players and stuff.
Yeah. I was like,
We have
County
girls.
girls.
3 balls, no strikes. Clarkson, who leads the team in walks, has not walked this game on the doorstep of one. There it is. Ball 4. Strike 1. How? My mistake. Strike 1. Am I crazy or was that ball in the dirt?
Softest club.
Okay. 3 balls and 1 strike to Clarkson. Popped up and out of play. 3-2 now. Count, we're full. It's 11-4. Ball 4. There's TJ's team leading 20th walk. Man on first and third for Vince Martinez. He's already driven in 3 on the day. 2 on a triple, 1 on a ground out. (11-4) Blues. 3 outs away from their 23rd win in 37 games. Building momentum towards Lincoln. Went around halfway and fouled it off. Strike 1. A 1 breaks. Ball 1.
Yeah,
One ball and 1 strike to Vince Martinez. Takes inside ball 2. It's Cermak at third. He's driven in 3 runs in the inning with the bases loaded. He doubled. And Clarkson at first, he just worked a walk.
Stop making eye contact.
2-1. Foul tipped, and it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. The count to Martinez. Still just 1 gone in the top of the ninth. Martinez 1 for 4. Ball 3. Count has been worked full. Men on first and third. Count full to Martinez in an 11-4 ball game. Swung on to miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Martinez. Here's Tate Samuelson, reached in his first 2, singled in the second, doubled in the third, also stole a base. Since then, 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a ground out. And still on first and third with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. 11-4, our score. The exact same score as the last time these two teams played. Ball 1. Flared out to center, ranging back, and making the catch with room is Boyd to end the inning. Blues bat around, send every man to the plate in the process of scoring 4 runs. It's 11-4 as we'll head to the bottom of the ninth. Blues are 3 outs away from picking up their 23rd win of the season. It's their last game on the road. It's their 4th against the Barons. They're looking to go 4-0 against them, and they'll welcome them back 2 more times. Play the Barons at Sinsheimer Park. To end our season, in order to end this ball game, Zach McCleave's got to get 3 more outs, and then we are home free. We're going to head back up to SLO, and we will remain there for the rest of the season. 5 more games at home. Hope to either see you in attendance or you can join me here on the Blue Streaming Network. As for now, I'm going to take a short break. I'll be right back with you. 3 more outs to go. McCleave trying to get him. Thanks for hanging out. McCleave to Neighbors, ball 1. Bottom 9 underway. 3 outs to go for the Blues. It's 11-4 in favor of San Luis Obispo. One-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Neighbors, who singled to get the day started. Bases would end up getting loaded in the bottom of the first with nobody out. Wish able to pitch out of that jam. Pitch a scoreless first. Popped up. Infield will have a look. Samuelson is under it. 1 gone. Jordan Williams now was hit by a pitch in the first. It's the only time he's reached. Since then, 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. No one on and 1 out in the bottom of the ninth. 11-4 Blues. Ball 1.
Those can be stuck in your head too.
I know.
One and one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ball 2. Balls and 1 strike. Cleave to Williams. Ball 3. Ball 4. And it's a walk. Second time Jordan Williams has reached in this one. Here's Alec Gonzalez. Has walked twice and doubled. Ooh, ball 1. Gonzalez, who leads the team in doubles, RBIs, hits. Strike 1. Two and 1. Ball 3. Williams is safe at first after working a walk. He's the only base runner so far in the bottom of the ninth for the Barons, who trail 11-4. Fourth meeting between these two teams. Right now the score is the exact same as it was the final, that is, back on the 23rd. That's strike 2. Count's been worked full by McCleave. Trying to pitch a scoreless bottom of the ninth. Just get 3 outs. 2 more to go. And then we're on our way home. Hopefully on our way to get food. Payoff pitch. Grounded fouls to the left side. What do you think we'll get, Max? In and out?
I have no idea.
As long as they win.
Depends on where we go. Like what city?
Bob likes to say, if they win, they eat. Looks to be good right now. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. Here's Darian McDowell. It'll be his last chance to reach. He's 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Then on first and second, it's Williams at second and Gonzalez at first. 11-4 our score. 1 gone. Strike 1. Oh, 1. 1-1. Definitely feel like we don't get, we clearly don't get to see the movement on these guys' pitches when we're up in the press box as good as we do when we've got an angle like this. McCleave's pitches move a ton, and I can't even really decipher what he's throwing. I can decipher off speed from fastball, but it's the sidearm delivery. Yeah, woof. I think that was a slider. 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to McDowell. Yeah, it was so cool being able to watch our guys during the showcase game. Obviously get their national TV time, but the angle from behind the pitcher as that swung on and missed strike 3. Fourth time McDowell is struck out, where, the angle where you're behind the pitcher, the TV angle, and you actually get to see the movement on their pitches. That was just so cool for our guys to be able to see Matt Sock's curveball literally have that break, the movement on his changeup. McCleve didn't pitch in the game, but his stuff moves like crazy, and he faces Basil Williams now. 1 for 4. Single and a stolen base, has struck out twice. Last chance for the Barons. Taking ball 1 with men on first and second in the bottom of the ninth. 11-4 our score. One and one. One ball and one strike. Strike 2. Barons are down to the last strike. It'll be the first time that the Blues have beaten an opponent this year twice by the same score. Do with that information what you will. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Flared to left, foul. 1 and 2 still. This one felt exactly like last game between these two teams too, because at one point when the Barons closed the gap, you're entering, what was that? That was in the 6th inning when they made it 6-4, and you're thinking going into the top of the 7th, oh no. Okay, we got a fight on our hands. Then the Blues pull away. They have their not only lengthy. This is grounded to Clarkson at first. He'll tap the bag unassisted, and that's the ball game. 11-4 the final for the second straight game against the MLB Academy Barons. The Blues have won the first 4 against Academy and will welcome them back to Sinchamber Park for games 41 and 42 on July 31st and August 1st. Till then, Blues get their 23rd win of the season, and they win this one by 7. Ooh, last nugget. This is the 3rd time a game the Blues have played this season where the final was 11-4. Last one was the loss at Santa Barbara. No more of that. Blues win 11-4. And we'll get to head back on the bus up to SLO, pick up some food on the way. Hopefully. I am starving. And Blues get out of here with a win. They split the 2-game road set. Fall to Conejo last night, 1-0. Defeat the Barons 11-4 tonight. Cermak was hit by a pitch 3 times, drove in 4 runs. Vince Martinez tripled, drove in 3 runs. Not to be outdone, Ryan Fenn getting himself a bunt RBI. And Chase Call doubling in a run, tripling, was hit by a pitch, a homer away from the cycle. Don't worry about it. Totally fine. Totally fine. That does it for Blues Live. Blues win 11-4. It's their 23rd win. For statistician Max Lober, I'm Zach Ebrahim saying so long from MLB Youth Academy here in Compton, California. We will see you Tuesday. Blues get the day off tomorrow. We'll enjoy it, and then we'll be back in action on Tuesday. Till then, so long. Good night.